Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Guys, Malachi found a wallet full of cash and chose to return it to the owner. His act of kindness was rare in today's world, and the owner was so moved by Malachi's selfishness that he offered him a selfless reward. Malachi's parents had a lot of questions about his intentions. Malachi was used to hard work, digging through garbage piles for recyclable goods. He was surprised to spot something shiny and dark in a storm drain, which she turned out to be a wallet. Knowing this could help him and his family, Malachi was determined to find the owner and return it. Malachi dug the wallet out of the drain. Amazed at its pristine condition, he knew it was expensive and he hoped to sell it for enough to feed his family. His sense of responsibility drove him to make the most of this opportunity, but when he opened the wallet, he gasped. Malachi was shocked to find a wallet packed with cash. He had to be careful as anyone else seeing it would try to steal it. He kept it hidden, determined to keep it safe. He was nervous carrying such a large amount, but tried his best to make it home safely. Guys, Malachi sought advice from his siblings on whether to keep the money he had just found. He was young, so he trusted their judgment as they were older and wiser. He wanted to make the right decision, but he quickly realized that his siblings would not be able to help him out. Malachi's siblings wanted him to keep all of the money he's just found. They thought of all the things they could buy, and thought is why justified. Malachi was unsure, but his siblings were eager. He knew taking the money would be wrong, so he ran away to return the wallet. Malachi rushed out, scared his siblings would catch him. He had to return the wallet to its rightful owner. He quickly found a bush and buried it before running back inside. But still scared they had found the wallet, he was determined to do the right thing. Malachi hurried inside after burying the wallet, heart pounding in fear. He changed clothes, combed his hair and changed shoes, determined to keep his secret safe. He braced for a fight at the dinner table. He tried to act normal, but he was sure his parents could tell something was wrong. After dinner, Tiny Malachi was exhausted from his long day of searching for bottles, but determined to find the owner of the wallet. He planned to go around town looking for the man in the photo. He was determined to find the wallet's owner no matter how long it took him. Malachi got up early and hid the wallet in his pocket. He walked into town as the sun rose, taking care to hide from cars. He had a mission to find the rightful owner of the wallet with only a photo. He was determined to succeed and make his parents proud. Despite family pressure, Malachi continued on. He thought of the money's benefits for his family, but he knew it was not theirs. He had to do the right thing and return the wallet. Tired, hungry and thirsty, he searched for the man in the ID, determined to make the right decision. Malachi kept his head down, avoiding any contact with the desperate people of his hometown. He moved quickly, staying close to walls and keeping his hands in his pocket. He took detours to make sure he was not being followed and stayed away from anyone who might be interested in the wallet. A tall, familiar-looking man questioned him. Malachi realized he knew him, but could not place how. The man's face softened and he seemed to be trying to figure out who Malachi was. He was determined to keep the town safe from crime and proud to be a part of the community. Malachi froze in fear. He was alone and unsure if the man was dangerous. His heart pounding, he struggled to think of a way of escape. Too scared to lie. He had the most valuable items in his pocket and was worried he'd let everyone down. He had no good excuse. Guys, Malachi waited for the perfect moment, then ran as fast as he could. His feet pounded against the pavement and eventually hid inside of an abandoned house. He heard the man's footsteps getting closer, so he quickly hid behind a pile of boxes. He was determined not to get caught. Malachi was determinedly pursued by a man, and exhausted and scared, he had no idea what the man wanted. He tried to outrun him for hours, but had to plan his next locations and stay very still and quiet while he hid, hoping the man would give up and leave soon. Malachi stayed in an abandoned house. That night he found a box to sleep under, feeling cold and hungry but determined. He thought of his family, regretting his decision but knowing he had to continue. He awoke with a sense of dread but pushed on, ready to face whatever was ahead. Malachi woke and stretched, his belly rumbling with hunger. He had no food and knew it was essential for him to be properly energized. He was determined to get food without stealing or using cash from the wallet. He had to find a way to get food without breaking the law. Malachi peered out the window, mouth watering at the fruit stand. The smells of other people's breakfast caused him pain. He was tempted to take the money from the wallet, but he knew it would be wrong. He closed the wallet and determined to find a different way to get food. Malachi was determined to stick to his principles and not take something that was not his. He was brave enough to ask for food no matter how embarrassed he was. His strength of character was admirable. His commitment was inspiring. He was a role model for others to make the right choices. Malachi was greeted by an old lady who asked him what he was doing alone. He did not tell her about the wallet and said he was looking for someone. He asked for food, but the woman could not help. He thanked her here and continued, knowing he had to take care of himself. Malachi was very disappointed after the kind lady said he could not help him. She could not help him. His stomach grumbled and he felt helpless, desperate. He resorted to crime, beginning the cycle of poverty and violence. People in desperate situations don't trust the system, leading to further alienation, rash actions, and a lack of hope. Malachi stole a piece of fruit and was caught. To his surprise, this was not the lady. He felt regret and shame for his action, wishing he could take it back. He let his desperation get the better of him and had to live with the consequence. Hunger had impacted his reasoning. Malachi's heart stopped as he saw the man from yesterday. Embarrassed, he was too scared to explain, feeling guilty and ashamed of his actions. The man seemed kinder with the gentleness in his voice. Malachi was too tired and hungry to run, and he was surprised to see the man smiling. The man wore a suit and tie, polished shoes, and a gold watch. Malachi felt awestruck, never having seen someone so well dressed. He felt intimidated by the man's wealth, but wished to be like him. The man smiled and said, "You are a fast runner. I want to help you." Malachi asked the man questions about his job and family to learn more, while not revealing too much about himself. He stayed focused on his mission to find the wallet's rightful owner, determined not to be distracted. Surprising answer from the man made Malachi more determined to find the wallet's owner. The man told Malachi he did not plan to stay in the town, but something had changed his mind. Malachi noticed his suit and knew he did not belong there. He sensed they were both hiding something and noticed the man's confidence. Malachi was stinged and wanted to know why he was there. Malachi finished his fruit and wanted to leave when the man grabbed his arm. "Let me help you. I can take you home," the man said. Malachi hesitated, unsure if he could trust the man. He kept his answer vague. "I have to find something." Malachi thanked him and hurriedly left. Malachi was torn. He wanted to do right thing and find the wallet's owner, but was afraid of the consequence if he trusted the man or kept it a secret. He wondered, then ultimately decided to keep the wallet a secret and keep trying to find the owner himself. Malachi said he was looking for the owner of something he had found yesterday. He decided to test the man and asked if he could help. The man agreed, so Malachi revealed that it was something valuable and could change the world. The man was surprised and asked for more information. Malachi was trying to be but the man became impatient. He tried to be mysterious, but the man wanted to know what he had found. Worried that the man was trying to trick him, Malachi started to back away, but the man noticed his heart racing. Malachi regretted coming there. Guys, Malachi was scared, but he revealed that he had found a wallet full of money near his house. He was worried the man would take it or use it against him. He uneasily waited, hoping he had made the right decision, but feeling relief he had told the truth and could finally move on. Malachi gasped as the man's demeanor changed. He asked if Malachi still had the wallet, and he said yes. Malachi realized the man might be the owner and felt excited. He kept his hopes in check, crossing his fingers and praying the man was indeed the one he had been searching for. Malachi grabbed his wallet and held up the ID next to the man's face. He studied the man's feature intently, feeling a sense of familiarity. He compressed the man's face to the ID, making sure they matched. The man found it amusing, but Malachi nodded satisfied he had done his job. Malachi beamed with pride and handed the wallet back, grateful for his help. The man thanked Malachi and offered him a reward. Malachi accepted gratefully. He could not believe how far he had come. Having faced many challenges, he was ready to go home and share his success with his family. The man was amazed by Malachi's integrity and kindness. He could not believe that someone would return his wallet with all the cash still intact. He was filled with joy and admiration and wanted to reward Malachi, but Malachi refused and said, "No, it's alright, I was just doing the right thing." Malachi replied that he wanted the money invested to build new houses for those in need, so everyone in his town could have a safe and warm place to live. His selfless choice to put his entire community before himself showed his maturity, compassion, and understanding of the world around him. He was overwhelmed by Malachi's selflessness. He prepared to provide housing and jobs to those in need. He praised the boy for his ambition and promised to help him reach his goals, offering Malachi's parents a job at his company. Malachi's answer and the man's promise would forever change many lives. The town flourished due to Malachi's selfless request. Everyone in the village knew about Malachi's contribution to the town, and the man kept his promise of building homes for the poor, which generated jobs for tons of people. The town had been transformed, and the people were grateful for Malachi's sacrifice. The man brought Malachi back home and his family welcomed him. He was shocked by the terrible conditions around them, so he built them a new home every year on Malachi's birthday. The man came to celebrate with them. The wallet Malachi's returned was just the start of his good fortune. Malachi's story shows that trust is always rewarded, even if it takes time. Doing the right thing can result in great reward, and this story gives us hope that by being honest and virtuous, we too can receive such blessing. It is a reminder that honesty pays off in the end. So friend, if you like this story, please click on the like button and share this story with your friends, and subscribe now our channel for more stories. Thank you.